Welcome to an informative webinar of fire-resistant architectural design and construction techniques, presented by Ari Lacron Architects and Champion Builders. James Lacron is a licensed architect in California and Hawaii, and a native of Pacific Palisades. Karen Ari Lacron is a licensed architect in California, and was also a resident of Pacific Palisades. Based in Santa Barbara, they specialize in fire-resistant design throughout California and Hawaii. Robert Niesner is a licensed general contractor and owner of Champion Builders in Los Angeles, and has worked with James and Karen for many years. Our experience with wildfire spans decades. In 1990, James and Karen designed a home in the Oakland Hills that then survived the tunnel fire in 1991. In 2008, the T-Fire in Santa Barbara destroyed 210 homes. A house designed by James and Karen survived this fire. In 2017, the Tubbs Fire in Santa Rosa destroyed 5,643 homes. James and Karen worked with the Santa Rosa chapter of Habitat for Humanity to design a fire-resistant ADU prototype using the Gigacrete building system. In 2017, the Thomas Fire ravaged Santa Barbara and Ventura. James and Karen designed this home the previous year in Montecito, which then survived the fire. After the fire, they designed a home in Ventura using the Gigacrete system. In 2018, the Hill and Woolsey fires in Malibu and Thousand Oaks destroyed 1,634 homes. James and Karen designed 3 rebuilds in Malibu using Gigacrete and other fire-resistant techniques. They have never lost a home that they designed to a wildfire. There has been an average of 2 fires in the Malibu area every decade since 1929. And now we have another devastating fire in Pacific Palisades and Malibu, and one in Altadena. Wildfire is a given occurrence. It will happen again. If you're going to build in a location where a wildfire could occur, you must build fire smart. It is possible to design a home that will resist wildfire and dramatically raise the chances of saving your home. There are 3 main components to fire smart design: architecture, materials, and defensible space. The first consideration of fire smart design is the architecture itself. Architectural style can be very important in fire smart design. Modern architecture is an excellent choice and lends itself to fire-resistant design techniques. This house was designed by Ari Lacron Architects and built by Champion Builders in Los Angeles using the Gigacrete building system. Clean lines and simple forms. Flat, fire-resistant roofs and protected overhangs. Stucco max plaster and fire-resistant composite siding that looks like wood. Steel dual-pane tempered glass windows is an important feature in fire-smart architecture. This home, built by Champion Builders, uses the Gigacrete Plastermax interior plaster, which is also fire-resistant. The level of attention to detail and quality of the finish work by Champion is outstanding. The completed home by Champion Builders is an example of fire-smart design and construction at its utmost level of quality and safety. A Mediterranean style is another good choice for fire-smart architectural design. This survivor of the Montecito Thomas Fire features plaster and stone siding and Class A fire-rated tile roofs. French or European architecture also lends itself to fire-smart design. This style features plaster and stone siding, minimal eaves, and slate roofing materials. Ari Lacron Architects and Champion Builders always incorporate fire-smart design techniques in their projects. Whether modern or traditional architecture, modest or cutting-edge, fire-smart design is always the first consideration. The second critical element of fire-smart design is fire-resistant materials. Often, we use the Gigacrete building system in our designs. The Gigacrete company in Las Vegas manufactures a fire-resistant plaster called Stucco Max. This plaster was used on a home in Malibu that survived the Woolsey fire. We used the Gigacrete building system for a Thomas Fire rebuild in Ventura. The Gigacrete system consists of solid EPS foam wall panels and steel interlocking stud framing. All components are pre-cut in the factory based on our design and assembled on site, resulting in faster construction and little to no waste. The solid foam walls offer superior insulation and sound-deadening qualities throughout the finished home. Stuccomax is applied directly to the EPS foam and forms a molecular bond. A fiberglass mesh is then added, followed by a second coating of Stuccomax. The Stuccomax can be finished in a smooth or rough texture as desired. Stuccomax is water-resistant and is fire-resistant to over 1,700 degrees. Stuccomax has passed all independent fire test codes, including direct torch flame exposure at over 1,700 degrees for over 4 hours. Additional testing included wind-driven embers. We used the Gigacrete system for fire rebuilds in Ventura and Malibu. In traditional wood-framed construction, Firesmart techniques can include stone or plaster siding. Fiber cement siding is fire-resistant and can look like wood siding. Hardy Plank siding by the James Hardie Company is a fiber cement product that meets fire codes as a non-combustible alternative to wood siding. Other siding products such as aluminum, wood, or vinyl should be avoided. Another construction system that is very fire-resistant is insulated concrete forms, or ICF. ICF is a system of foam blocks stacked to form a wall. Concrete is poured in the center cavity, and plaster coatings are applied to the foam insulation. Stuccomax is an excellent plaster coating for this system. Solid concrete is always an option for a modern, brutalist aesthetic in fire-resistant construction. Class A fire-rated roofing is critical to Firesmart design. This includes non-combustible concrete, clay, or slate tiles. Spanish, or barrel tiles, must have the open ends filled with mortar or a non-combustible bird stop to prevent wind-driven embers from entering under the tiles. A Class A fire-rated underlayment membrane must be installed under the tiles to prevent embers or flames from getting under the tiles. Non-combustible, fire-rated metal roofing is also a good choice. Cost-effective composite shingle roofing is a Class A fire-rated product. This is a good alternative to the higher-priced tile or metal options. Windows are possibly the weakest part of a structure when it comes to fire resistance. It is mandatory to have dual-pane, tempered glass windows and doors. Windows should have heavy solid frames, and if made of wood, they must have non-combustible exterior cladding. Fire-rated fiberglass frames are available as well. The best, most fire-smart solution is a heavy steel-framed window with dual-pane fire-rated glass. Steel windows and doors can be made in traditional or modern design configurations. Vinyl windows must be avoided, as the frames will melt, collapsing the windows and allowing the fire to enter the home. All vents into attics or other spaces must be fireproof. Attics, or similar spaces, requiring ventilation should be avoided in the architectural design. But if they are required, there are several fireproof vent options available that will keep wind-blown embers out of the structure. Rain gutters should be avoided, as they can collect leaves and debris which will act as kindling. This fire rebuild we designed in Malibu eliminates rain gutters altogether. However, some jurisdictions do mandate the use of rain gutters. If so, fireproof screens must be utilized to keep out debris. The use of fireproof materials must be extended to all structures on the site, such as decks, trellises, etc. Wood or combustible materials must be avoided. Defensible space is the critical third element in Firesmart design. Defensible space will keep the fire as far away from the structure as possible. Planting zones are established to eliminate or control combustible materials and landscaping close to a structure. This can be difficult to achieve in an urban setting with houses close to one another, often contributing to tragic outcomes, as illustrated by this image from Coffee Park in Santa Rosa. This is an example of good defensible space, including the clearing of brush at least 100 feet from the home. This is a very large estate we designed that included manicured, Firesmart landscaping. This property shows poor defensible space. Bushes and trees are too close to the house. And while the house itself shows many Firesmart features, the lack of defensible space will be its downfall. There are still additional measures that can be taken to harden and protect a home from wildfire. Automated fire-rated shutters can cover all exterior openings. Automated exterior fire sprinklers can be deployed and are very effective. However, they can be controversial. Many jurisdictions don't like them because they can reduce water pressure needed by firefighters to fight fires in a neighborhood. Exterior fire sprinklers need an independent water source and power, as water pressure and electrical power can be lost. A pool is a good water source, and a generator and pump can power the fire sprinklers. Interior fire sprinklers are required in all new homes in California, but they will not save your home from wildfire. Once a fire is inside the home, it is too late. Interior fire sprinklers may prevent the home from burning to the ground, but it will still be a total loss from both fire and water damage. Don't be this guy. It is never a good idea to stay to fight a wildfire unless you are prepared with the proper training and equipment. A garden hose, t-shirt, and shorts are not it. Please obey evacuation orders and don't put yourself and others at risk. A house designed with Firesmart techniques will stand a good chance of surviving on its own, allowing you to evacuate to safety. Thank you for viewing this webinar on Firesmart design techniques. We hope you have found this information helpful. Please contact us for a complimentary consultation and with any questions you may have. We hope you will consider working with us to help you rebuild Firesmart.